Before we get into this week's show, I want to give you 3 challenges for the month of May. These are not sponsors, but just friends that we support, so helping them helps us. First challenge is to go to thewhiskeypeople.com for all your whiskey education needs. No matter if you want to be a server at a restaurant that knows what they're talking about, a bartender extraordinaire, start your own distillery, or just a whiskey snob that needs to know more, please check this place out. Second challenge for the month of May is to go watch Penny Palabras on Amazon Prime. You don't need to be an Amazon Prime member to watch Penny Palabras, so please go watch it, then come back and post in the comments what you think. Our third and final challenge for the month of May is to go try Old Pulteney 12 and let us know what you think. If you are in Western Washington, it is available at Louis G's in Fife, Washington. Go take a few sips, then post in the comments what you think. Now on with the show. Welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. This week we are going to sample some Glenmorangie, the Quinta Ruban, and as with last week, we have Treacy from the Whiskey People here to drop the education on us, and we also have filmmaker Ken Carlson.
Yo.
So we highly recommend that you go to Amazon Prime, and even if you don't have Prime, you can still look it up. Penny Palabras and Dead Drift. Penny Palabras being kind of a cross between Harry Potter and the Hunger Games, and Dead Drift being what if you had two names that people would have heard of?
It's Benny Hill meets Star Trek.
That's a mixture.
Mark, I have a question about this Quinta Ruban. Is that anything like the Baron Ruban?
You know what? He's the one that's going to drop wisdom, so I think that's a question for him later.
You know the Ruban Harkonnen. Baron Ruban Harkonnen from Dune.
Oh, you know, I haven't watched Dune in a while. I need to fire that up again. Yeah. So, and of course we got Gabe down at the end. All three, Jeff, Ed, and Jeremy, they're all party poopers, and they decided that they had other things going on. I guess a close friend's wedding was more important to Jeff than doing the show. So,
and as far as Ed goes, that's pretty bad because these are the Scotch episodes, and he's the supposed Scotch lover out of all of us.
He's not here. What's up, Dave? Well, he's more of an Islay, so he'll be here for the Islay when we do that, I'm sure.
No, I'm sure.
So, Treacy, there were some things you wanted to say about Glenmorangie.
Well, Glenmorangie, their advertisement talks about having the tallest stills of all of Scotland, which is true. What that tends to do is create a whiskey with fewer impurities. So it's going to have a pretty clean mouthfeel. And then the whiskey, as a result of the lack of impurities, really does a good job of absorbing the oak wood flavor, okay, from the barrels a little differently than many other whiskeys. Now, the Quinta Ruban is the port finished whiskey. It's not actually finished anymore. It's by marriage. There's an old rendition of Glenmorangie from 7+ years ago where you'd take 10 years in the bourbon barrel and then finish it 2 years in the port barrel, taking a total of 12 years. Well, they became more efficient, and so they've got the 10-year or 12-year bourbon barrel whiskey, and they're mixing it with a whiskey that was 2 years in the port barrel, mixing it as opposed to successfully aging it. It still tastes really good. This is one of my go-to whiskeys, especially around dessert time. It's a sweet whiskey with maybe a dark raisin, I think raisin, plum, prune type of profile, mixed with a bit of that oak bourbonish flavor. But that's a real treat. It's so good that even a whiskey lover from New York would love it.
Oh, you're saying that because of this fellow whiskey people person on the side?
Absolutely. There's all kinds of people all over the world, and many of them have refined palates, and we want to make sure that they get only the best.
Okay. Now, was that off camera that you made the sci-fi reference to this?
No, I'm pretty sure it was on camera. The Beast Ruban.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I lost nerd points because I didn't get the reference, which means I need to fire up Dune and watch that again. So, and I know that there's a series coming out for Dune. So, yeah.
I said Frank Herbert. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, he referenced the book, so you know, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think it's time that we try some Glenmorangie, and this is 12 years well, I think, right? Yes. 8
Yes.
12 years, and we're gonna try some Glenmorangie, and so Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Ludicrous speed.
That's delicious.
That is.
Okay. I thought the initial taste was very smooth. The mouthfeel was wonderful. I actually didn't like the finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell the Polish.
Now, don't tell the Polish. This is.
Is it the wood flavor that's at the end?
Kind of
lightly
an old
bitter.
shoe kind of a finish.
Okay, it can be that way.
Yeah. So,
But
kind of shoe leather is what I yeah.
see, to me that tastes good.
Oh,
No, I've never eaten shoe leather, so we have to be careful about using that expression. I mean, you can smell a shoe.
I got mouthy with my mother once, when I was young,
gotcha.
and so I've definitely tasted the shoe leather. And then there was that one time in my 20s when I was really poor. They wrote me up at work for not wearing shoes the next day, jerks. But
This had nothing to do with the BDSM.
talk about that. Battlestar Galactica membership
Somewhere.
thing? Yeah. So that I'm an old school Battlestar Galactica fan. So yes. It's that's the one thing that's great about whiskey. The things that I may not like about it, somebody else listening to it, and if you give a good review of anything, whether it's music or whiskey or whatever, if you give a good enough review, somebody hears their review, and when I say, yeah, a little bit of shoe leather, if you know enough about whiskey, that may make you want to try it. The fact that I don't like it because of that reason. So that's what keeps whiskey interesting, why we've been able to do so many episodes of this. So, it's going down the line. Gabe, recommend or not?
Absolutely.
And if you had to choose between this and the Old Pulteney, which one would you try?
This one.
This one.
This one.
Ken, your thoughts?
Absolutely. This is delightful. I pretty much like everything about it. I would choose it over the Old Pulteney for sure. This is just this is a happy experience in my mouth. I like it a lot.
Okay. I'd say definitely try it.
Here, you want to give me that?
Come on down. Come on down.
That's what I'm saying.
In Fife.
I'll fight you for it. I'll lose, but still.
Give yourself buy yourself a shot of Glenmorangie. They got this one, the Quinta Ruban, and try it, sample it, post in the comments, post what you think of it. Tell me how wrong I am. I have no problem with you guys calling me out on the comments. I don't know. Let's see if the second taste is any better.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, this stuff is so good.
The price point is about $70.
But between fruit and leather, this is really good, dude. I love this. This is
What
good.
do you think of shoe leather polish and how that smells a little bit? Not kind of the odor, more so after a freshly polished men's shoe, maybe. Kind of an aromatic as opposed to a taste type of deal.
Yeah.
I can wrap my head around that with you on that. Not saying I don't like it, by the way, but it's just kind of make sure we understand which kind of leather we're talking about.
We're not talking about Corinthian leather. We're talking about something that actually exists.
Carlos.
Rich Corinthian leather.
Montalban.
Right.
I think as it's kind of fading.
Didn't he play
kind
a
of as
character
it's
in
fading
Star
out.
Trek, right?
Yeah.
Han.
There we go. Just gonna keep it real.
Yeah. So, anyways, I recommend that you try this. It's like I said, the initial taste was great. The mouthfeel was wonderful, and it was just the finish that I wasn't quite a huge fan of. The bite is very smooth. Definitely not a burn. There's more good that I can say about this than bad. But that's our review of Glenmorangie, the Quinta Ruban.
I wish I could afford another one.
Right? Yeah. And so,
I can't afford to drink
anyways,
this.
I know,
we'll
right?
see you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. It could be interesting. We've got some interesting things coming up. See you next week.